All of you, I hope you all must be doing great and taking good care of yourself. Now today, welcome back to your English Grammar channel, and I am Miss Neetu Bhatia. Today we will be taking another grammar topic, and that is regular and irregular verbs, where I find most of the students getting confused between few of the concepts of the grammar. So without wasting much time, let's quickly begin our new topic. In a grammar topic, that is the regular and the irregular verbs, we will be studying what are regular verbs and irregular verbs, how are they formed, and what are the different types of the regular and the irregular verbs, children. When we do tenses, or when we start doing the verbs part, the transitive, intransitive, active and passive, we generally face such kind of problems. So if you go through this concept carefully, you will never find any issues with these verbs. Now let's begin, children. Let's study first that we all know that regular verbs and irregular verbs are divided into three main categories. That is the base form of the verb, the past tense of the verb, and the past participle form of the verb. Generally, children get confused, ma'am, what is this past participle, and is it the future tense only? What is this past tense and what is this base form? Now here, children, let me explain you these concepts. What is the base form of the verb, children? The base form of the verb means the basic form of the verb, the simplest form of the verb, the original form of the verb, and which is not the changed one. And when you use this verb in the different tenses to frame the sentence, it can be changed and it can be modified. That is the base form of the verb. Okay, then let's move on to the past form of the verb. Past form of the verb means, children, the past tense of the verb, means the verb which shows the action that is done. That is the past tense of the verb. Then we have the past participle, children. Now what is the past participle form of the verb, children? Past participle means, children, when we use it with the past perfect tense, the present perfect tense, or the future perfect tense, and we use it with the verb has, have, or had, then we use the past participle verb. Okay, suppose if I take an example, he took the book from the bookstore. Okay, so here the verb took is showing my past tense. Okay, if I say he has taken the book from the bookstore, so has taken becomes my past participle, okay, which indicates the action that has been started in the past and is being going on in the present itself. So that is called the past participle form of the verb. Now let's begin here, children. Now see, here I have taken two verbs. Okay, one is the jump and another is the take. Now when I convert this base form, that is the simplest form of the verb, from jump to past tense of the verb, it becomes jumped, and to the past participle, again it becomes the jumped. So you must have seen that it is following a same pattern. By adding ed to my verb, I have changed this base form to the past, and from past to the past participle. In the second sentence, take is my verb, and I wrote it as took in the past tense and taken in the past participle form. Fine. So here you must have seen the pattern that is followed is all over different, and here the pattern that is followed is same. So such kind of the verbs are called the regular verbs, and this kind of the verbs are called as the irregular verbs. Why are they called the irregular verbs? Because they do not follow a same pattern, a consistent pattern of changing from the base to past and to the past participle. And here they are called the regular verbs because they follow the same pattern from the base form to the past form and to the past participle. So this is the main difference between the between the regular verbs and between the irregular verbs. Okay, now in the first we have studied that what are regular and the irregular verbs. Now we will be studying what are the types of the regular and the irregular verbs. Types of the regular and irregular verbs are, children, see, the regular verb is one type and the irregular verb is the second type. Means types of the verbs, that is the regular and the irregular verbs. Now, the regular verbs, children, as I have discussed, that they follow a fixed pattern. They follow a consistent pattern. Okay, by adding D, the verb here, the base form of the verbs can be changed by adding D, ED or IED. The base form of the verb changes by adding D, ED or IED. Here, in the irregular verbs, they don't follow any such pattern. They have their own pattern of the changing. They have their own pattern of changing. When I will explain you about the irregular verbs, then we will discuss more about them. Okay, let's begin with this. Now here, let's understand, children, as I have said that the verbs are of two kinds, that is the regular and the irregular verbs. Let's first study about the regular verbs. Now, we can change the regular verbs by adding ED, as I said, by adding ED, by adding D or by adding IE. D. Okay, so now here first we will study about how we change our base form of the verb by adding ed to the past as well as to the past participle, children. Here I have written few verbs. Suppose jump. Okay, these are the simple pattern which they follow. So it will become jumped, and here also it will become jumped. Call, it will become called, and here also in the past participle also it will become called. Look, in the base form past tense will be looked, and here past participle will also be written as looked. Kill will also be written as killed in the past tense because it is showing the action that is done, and in the past participle also it will be written as killed. Repair will be written as repaired by adding ed in the past tense as well as by adding ed in the past participle. Talk, talked, talked. Okay, and it can also be there are other words like you can take is yell. Okay, yell, yelled, and want, wanted, and wanted. So this is the change of the verb from base to past and to past participle by adding ed. Now let's read the words. Let's practice the words by adding the verbs by adding only d and changing it from the past to the. So now let's read those words which end with letter E in the regular verbs and how we change it. Suppose if I take a word like, okay, this is my base form. This is my base form. Okay, that is my simple form. Then to my past tense and then to my past participle. Okay, here suppose if I take a word like, it is ending with E, I will replace it with D and change it. So it will be written as light in the past and it will be written as light, same in the past participle. Suppose if I take a word agree, it will become agreed just by adding a D to my words which are ending with letter E, and here also agreed. Okay, suppose if I take another word which is ending with the E, that is a die. So it will become died, and here also it will become died. So by the words which are ending with letter E, we just add D to it and change it from the past to the past participle. You can take other words like smile. Okay, it will become smiled. You can take bake, it will become baked, and in the past participle also it will be written as baked. So these were the words which end with letter E, and we change it to the past or the past participle by adding the E here. Now, this is the third category of the regular verbs where we add IED to my verb which are ending with consonant Y here. Okay, suppose these words cry, marry, study. Okay, so here these are ending with the consonant Y here. It will change to cried, married, and it will change to studied. Okay, and same for the past participle, and same will go for the past participle, cried, married, and studied. Here also it will be same. So we have learned the regular verbs that end with the consonant Y. We add IED and change it from the past to the past participle, and the words and the verbs that end with letter E, we add D to it and change it from the past to the past participle, and we also add ED to the verbs and change it from the past to the past participle, children. So here we have done the regular verbs, the different regular verbs. Now let us move on to the irregular verbs. Now let's begin with the three different types of the irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, as I said, that they do not follow any specific pattern and they change according to their verbs only. Now here verbs, irregular verbs can be divided into three, children. First is all verbs are same. Okay, that is group 1. All verbs are different. All the three forms like base form, past form, and the past participle form, all three are different, and the last is two verbs are identical. Either the base or past is identical, or the past or past participle is identical, or the base or the past participle is identical. So it happens like this. So let's begin with the all verbs are the same. In all verbs are the same, children. See, example you can take put. Here the base form will is put, the past will remain put, and the past participle will also be written as put. Hit, same, it will be written as hit, and in the past participle also it will be written as hit. Cut, it will be written here as cut, and here also it will be written as cut. Spread, it will be same, it is the base form, so the past form also will be the spread, and here also it will be spread. Okay, this is the group 1 form where all the three form remains the same, like set, 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 set. All three it will remain the same. Like suppose you can say read, read will be read, read, read. It's pronounced as read, but the spelling remains the read only. That is R-E-A-D, read. So all three forms will remain the same there also. You can take cast, C-A-S-T, cast, cast, cast. So there are many such verbs which remain same in all the three forms of the verbs. Now let's move on to the second form of the verb, that is where all the verbs are different. Now this is the second form where where all the three forms are the different. For example, take. So what will be the past form of this thing, of the verb take? It will be took and it will be taken. Okay, fly, it will be flew and flown. Drink, it will be drank and drunk. Okay, wear, it will be worn. This is, children, the irregular form of the verb where all the three forms of the verbs are the different. Wore and worn. See, all the three forms are different. They are not following any same pattern. Like यहाँ पे अगर took है, यहाँ पे flew है, so they are not following any pattern. Neither D, neither ED, neither IED. So they are not following any pattern. They have their own pattern. Fine. Suppose now go, went, gone. Okay. Now you can take do, did, done. All these verbs which are the different, which have different pattern in the different verbs, like in the base, in the verb, and in the past participle. Now, this is the last form of the verb, children. That is the group number 3, where two verbs are the identical. Like suppose base, past, and past participle. If you take here, see beat, beaten, bring, brought, hold, held, make, made. Okay, so these, see here in this pattern you can see that the base form and the past tense of the verb are the same and the past participant is not identical. It is different, and these two verbs are the same. Okay, so this we have done in today's grammar lesson. Let us quickly recap what we have done. In today's regular and the irregular verb, we have done that what are regular verbs and what are irregular verbs. Regular verbs follow a consistent pattern and they can be changed by adding D, ED or IED. And the irregular verbs do not follow any consistent pattern. They have their own forms and they change accordingly. Okay, second we studied that by adding ED, by adding D to the letters ending with E, and by adding IED to the letters ending with consonant Y, we can change the base form of the verb from past to the past participle. Then we have studied about irregular verbs. That irregular verbs are divided into 3 categories. Verbs where all the forms of the verbs are the same. Second, where all the forms are different. And third, we have studied where the 2 forms are the identical, and the third one is not same as the rest of the 2. So this we have done in today's grammar lesson. I hope this video will be helpful to you and you will be able to clear your concepts about the regular and the irregular verbs, children. In my next video, I will be starting with the tenses, that is the present tense, the simple present, past and the future tense. But before that, I wanted you to be clear with the concept of the regular and the irregular verbs. So if you like my video, so do hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and yes, of course, share it among your friends also. Do comment me any video that you want me to make for you. So just let me know about your suggestions, your ideas, and I'll be waiting for it. That is the only way of appreciation for me, children. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself and have a great day ahead. Thank you.